Hey guys, it's the Vitality Junkie here, and welcome to part 9 of this temperate series on intuitive eating. If you haven't already, we have covered principles 1 to 8 in previous videos, so please go ahead and watch those if you haven't. And for those of you that are ready, we're going to look at principle 9, which is exercise, feel the difference. So I want to start first by asking, how many of you have started a diet and a workout program at the same time and nailed it? Probably not many. I know for me, when I would go on a diet and I'd start exercising, it was terrible. It did not go well. I didn't have the energy to exercise because I wasn't eating enough, and I absolutely hated it. And so it never lasted long anyways because I just couldn't do it. I did not have enough energy and I didn't have enough calories to sustain working out. So it's really important. This is why intuitive eating is so important. If you're following an intuitive eating diet, which is basically all the things we've talked about, and you're an intuitive eater, then you're able to add physical activity to your lifestyle and have the energy to exercise. So it starts with intuitive eating, and then now we're going to take a look at exercise. So why do we want to add exercise to our lifestyle? There's a huge amount of benefit, but one is it allows us to handle stress better. And when we're able to handle stress, we aren't using food as a coping mechanism. So that's number one. Number two, as I just said, it gives you more energy, which you need. And in order for you to live a life of vitality, and in order for you to accomplish any of your other goals, you need to have energy, and intuitive eating and exercise and sleep are what give you that energy. And number three, it gives you a sense of well-being. You gain this empowerment, this empowered feeling when you exercise and you work out, and it's the endorphins, of course, but you just feel more determined and you feel like you can do anything. So those are just a few of the many benefits that there are to including physical activity into your lifestyle. But a few tips that the ladies recommend is, one, you want to make sure that you decouple exercise from weight loss. And we talked about this in the previous principle, but you want to make exercise and physical activity about what you're gaining, and you want it to be about gaining health and gaining muscle strength and gaining heart and lung health. And it's not about losing weight and what you're losing, burning calories and losing weight. It's about what you're gaining. So decoupling exercise from weight loss is the first. And the second is to not fall into and get caught up in the mind traps. And they list several mind traps that I wanted to cover with you. So one is the "it's not worth it" trap. Totally fell for this one. I think I fell for all of them, but fell for this one for sure. And that was that I had to be exercising for at least an hour in order to get a good workout. And that is just not the case. If you're adding in 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, that is going to be just as effective as doing one 1-hour workout. And you don't even have to work out that much. Adding in just 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week, is all that you need to really get the benefits of physical activity. So the it's not worth it trap is the first one. Second is the couch potato denial. And so a lot of you, when you think about couch potato, you think about that guy that sits in his recliner all day watching TV, drinking beers, and eating potato chips. But the couch potato syndrome kind of also comes with the sedentary lifestyle that we're all living now because of technology and because of inventions like cars and subways and things like that allow us to not move as much. So, if you're someone who commutes a lot, if you're someone who sits in a sedentary job all day long on a computer, or if you're someone who comes home from work and just sits in front of the TV, or even sits in front of the computer, or sits on their phone all night, that's still considered a couch potato. It's the same thing as just sitting on the couch sitting on the recliner watching TV and eating your bag of chips. Maybe you're not eating the bag of chips and drinking beer, but you're still not as active as you should be. So recognizing that if you are in a position where you are more sedentary, then adding physical activity is going to be really important to your lifestyle. The I don't have any time to spare trap. And this is the biggest excuse that I would get from many people. And people ask me all the time, how do you work out all the time? And first of all, I have the same amount of time in my day as everyone else. I don't magically have an extra 3 hours in my day or an extra whatever amount of time in my day. I have the same amount as everyone else. And like I said, it's only 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week that you need to devote to physical activity. So it's really about prioritizing what you're doing in your day. You know, are you overscheduled? Are you doing things that maybe aren't in line with your goals or your health goals? What's the price you're paying for choosing other things over your physical activity of that 30 minutes, 5 times a week? Are you on autopilot? Are you not even paying attention to what you're doing in your days? That you're all the time's just going by and all of a sudden you're realizing, oh, I didn't have time to work out this week. So we all have the same amount of time, and it's really about prioritizing. And you'll find that if you incorporate exercise, particularly if you can in the mornings, and I'm not about to tell people that the time of day that you should work out is in the mornings, because you should work out whenever you can and whenever you feel like it. But if you can work out in the mornings, I highly suggest it, because the energy that you get, that feeling of empowerment that you get, sets you up for an even more incredible day, because now you have more energy and you just tend to be more productive when you've started your day out that way. And you tend to make better health choices or food choices, because now you've worked out. So now you're like, okay, I've exercised and I want to keep up that momentum. So you'll tend to make better food choices through your day as well. But again, it's all about what's going to work for you. And then the last mind trap is if I don't sweat, I'm not getting a good workout. You absolutely do not have to kill yourself, hurt yourself, be sweating to get in a good workout. Anywhere from light to moderate exercise is just as good. And if you're someone who enjoys the high intensity workouts, great. But you don't need to be sweating and hurting yourself and torturing yourself to get a good workout. So those are the 2 points for physical activity, but we're going to talk about how to start adding physical activity into your lifestyle. So number 1 is to get active in your daily activities. So in the things that you're already doing in your day, see if there are ways that you can become more active. So if it's part of your commute in the day, maybe it's getting off, if you take the subway to work, maybe it's getting off a train station ahead of time and then walking the rest of the way. Or maybe it's riding your bike to work, or taking the stairs instead of elevators. Or if you are someone who travels a lot, when you're at the airport, instead of just sitting there on your phone, do some laps around the airport and walk around. Whatever it is, whatever you can add into your daily activities that you're already doing, will give you an opportunity to add in physical activity right away. Number 2 is to make it fun. So don't do things that you hate doing. Don't do exercises you hate doing. If you don't enjoy exercise classes, or if you don't enjoy running, don't do it. You're not going to be motivated or be excited to go do your workout if you're dreading it, if it's something that you don't like. So pick activities that you enjoy, and don't be afraid to try activities, because you never know if there's going to be something that you like that you've never tried before. So make it fun. Make it be something that you look forward to and you enjoy, and it'll increase your chances of doing that activity. Number 3, make it a non-negotiable. And really making sure that it's a priority in your day, and that you're setting that as something that has to happen. And as long as that one thing happens, then anything else after is a bonus. So before you turn on your TV, maybe it's before you even get home, make it a priority. Say, you know what, I'm going to do my physical activity right now for half an hour, and then I'm going to fit in the nice to-dos after that. Number 4 is to be comfortable. So you want to make sure that you're wearing clothes that you're comfortable in. You're not wearing tight outfits that you can't even move in and work out in. And it doesn't matter what you look like. People at the gym, no one's paying attention to what you're doing, because all they're paying attention to is how they look and how they feel and what they're doing. So don't worry about what everyone else is doing, and or don't don't worry about what everyone else is thinking about what you're doing and how you look. As long as you're comfortable, that's all that matters. And making sure you're able to move and do the exercises appropriately in your outfit is all that matters. Number 5, when you can, when you're ready, you want to start to add strength training and flexibility training to your workouts as well. And in Becoming a Vitality Junkie, I teach you how to create basic strength training programs as well as flexibility, and adding that into your workout program as well. But there's lots of things you can find on the internet as well. I just caution you because strength training is quite specific, and you want to make sure you're not hurting yourself. So you want to make sure you're using reputable websites. But adding strength training when you're building muscle, it actually, not that I'm not promoting weight loss, but when you build muscle on your body, you actually burn more calories in the sedentary position. So if you have 2 people that are sitting on the couch all day long, the one that has muscle on their body is going to burn more calories in that seated position than the person that doesn't have muscle. So something to note. But strength training is also really important for bones and joints, and especially as you age. You want to take care of that part of your body as well. So really important. Number 6, don't be a slave to exercise. There shouldn't be any guilt around it. If you missed a workout, who cares? Move on to the next day and do your workout. You don't have to pay a penance for something else that you did. For example, I ate that bowl of ice cream. I told myself I shouldn't have eaten, and now I'm going to exercise for an hour and make sure that I'm working out a high intensity for an hour and burn those calories from that ice cream. Physical activity should not be torturous, and it should not be, you shouldn't have to pay penance through your physical activity. When you start to attach it to being a penance, then you start to not enjoy it. So if you've eaten a bowl of ice cream, it's okay. Move on the next day, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And number 7 is to always make sure you rest. So we say 30 minutes 5 times a week. So those other 2 days, you can still be active in your daily activities. You can still be gardening or doing the dishes and cleaning your house and that sort of thing. I would never promote just sitting on the couch all day long watching TV, unless that's what you feel like doing once in a while. But you can still be active in other ways. You just don't need to focus on going for a run or doing a specific workout for that day. So there you have it. That is exercise, feel the difference.